Jill is the first one to hit $2,000. She was the first one to hit $1,000, and today she officially crossed $2,000 saved in coffee money. So she's ahead of me still. She'll probably continue to stay ahead of me, but we never know. The market got a little bit crazy today. I know I was up like 5% this week until today. So it was kind of a rough single day today. There was earnings out there. One of the ones that I own, which is Taiwan Semiconductor, was down 8% on earnings, but I'm still up 18% on it on the year, and it itself is up 65%, I believe, still on the year. So that is going to be the other topic. It's earnings season again. So we're halfway through the year. I think you have 3 major ones next week. You have Tesla, Spotify, and Netflix. So are you going to keep those, hold those, sell those before earnings? Because earnings can have big moves either way.
I'm keeping all of them.
Keeping all of them. All right. So last week, Jill went ahead and bought more Royal Caribbean. I believe it's up about 1% just this week. Last week, I bought Uber. It is down just about 1% this week, but it was up like 3% other than today. Today, it was down like 8%. So everything that I had today kind of just, I mean, I had a rough today. So I think I'm down like 3% overall just today on everything. So
I think I was down more than that.
Yeah, so it was kind of a rocky day. But let's go ahead and jump on into this week. Jill, I'm gonna have you go first.
All right, so I used my double shot. So now I am equal with him because he already used his for the month. So that is what kind of put me over the 2,000. But
when she says equal, we have the total exact amount
invested.
Yes.
So I invested in 2 things. I did 2 things that I already own. And I was feeling both grocery store vibes. So I went with Costco and Sprouts.
Okay, so you bought Costco and Sprouts. Why'd you buy more Sprouts?
I just felt both grocery stores. I was feeling a grocery store vibe for whatever reason. Funny enough, because the way we cook in this household, and by we I mean me, I cook carnivore, and so I grocery shop a whole lot less. So it's funny that just grocery stores are on my mind. But I was driving by Sprouts today, and I felt very weird not going to Sprouts. And it just made me want to buy it.
All right.
The other day.
Costco? Any reason why Costco?
I've been going to Costco more for packages of meat.
More food.
And funny enough, as I was at the gym today on the news, it was like, oh, business alert. And it went over 2 things that I also owned that I thought about buying, but both news headlines were kind of like, I wouldn't have bought it. One of them was actually Royal Caribbean. I think it was like a good thing, but they said they were promoting shorter vacations. And I'm like, ew, you're promoting the US to be like workaholics. Boo, I don't like it. And then it was talking about Amazon because Amazon Prime Day, which crossed my mind to buy Amazon because Amazon Prime Day, but their headline was like workers injured linked to Prime Day because it's probably just super, super busy in the warehouse. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get those.
Very interesting. Interesting choices. I mean, it makes sense though. You go shopping a lot more than me, so I don't go out to the stores and visit those things. So that's interesting.
I've been loving Costco lately.
I went with an interesting one that kind of started off this whole thing. So this week, I'm going to have you guess just once. What do you think I bought this week? And
Nike.
It's close. I bought Nike recently, but I actually finally bought Starbucks. So I chose Starbucks this week because it has been doing pretty poorly over the last like 5 years because inflation is kind of just reared to get its ugly head. Coffees are $7 like we talked about a couple weeks ago. But at this point, it's paying a 3% dividend. So if the Fed starts cutting rates, I want to start like leaning into these dividend stocks that are, historically like 0.5, 1% when they're at their all-time highs. So I went with Starbucks this week, 3% dividend. And we'll see where that goes. But so this week, I am at $1,914.92, currently up 6.38%. Last week, I was only up 4.89. So overall, good week. I was actually close to 10% other than what happened today. So kind of impressive. Jill's now at $2,009.53, up 11.64% total.
Oh!
And then we're going to put our total portfolios on the screen at the very end. So we'll see you guys next week.